Welcome. During this event, please pay attention to the following safety induction protocols. Make sure your seating position feels comfortable and does not have potential to cause spinal problems. Adjust the lighting of your computer or smartphone screen so that your eyes are comfortable. Make sure the stove, lamp, air conditioner and other electrical equipment are in the safe condition and do not have potential to cause a fire. Make sure you know the emergency response procedure when there is an emergency such as fire and earthquake. In the event of an earthquake, please stay calm and observe your surroundings. Avoid walls and windows. Immediately take cover under a table, a chair, or sturdy construction to protect your head and body until the earthquake completely stops. If fire occurs, extinguish it immediately with available fire extinguisher. But if it is not possible, please immediately evacuate and contact the fire department. In every emergency situation, you must remain calm and always be alert. Immediately get out of the room or building by following the evacuation sign and gather at the available gathering point. Please don't carry heavy loads and take off your high-heeled shoes. By knowing safety induction early, we can avoid accidents. Have a fruitful discussion. Thank you.
Introducing the reimagined UI GreenMetric, a cleaner, sharper, and more intuitive experience built for the global sustainability community. Stay updated with our green news. Get the latest insights on UI GreenMetric movements, inspiring collaborations, and ongoing sustainability dialogues from around the world. More than a ranking platform, UI GreenMetric is now a dedicated medium for building networks, a space where universities, researchers, and sustainability leaders come together to exchange ideas and create lasting impact. Explore our solutions page to discover services tailored for your goals, ranging from comprehensive university and city or regency packages to collaborative strategy event hosting. Ready to take the next step? Reach out to us through the Contact Us page to explore potential collaborations. Discover the Sustainability Hub and join the movement shaping a sustainable future. Visit uigreenmetric.com. 1745 universities across 105 countries have recognized that sustainability is not an aspiration, it is a responsibility. UI GreenMetric exists to measure it, benchmark it, and advance it. Established in 2010, UI GreenMetric is the world's leading university sustainability. We assess institutions across 7 indicators, each weighted to reflect real-world sustainability impact, providing your institution with actionable data, not just a score.
GreenMetric has evolved into a massive global ecosystem. Through the Sustainable University Rankings, we unite thousands of institutions worldwide. But it is your dedication, research, and campus initiatives that truly drive change. I invite your institutions to step forward and join our growing global family. Together we are shaping a resilient, sustainable future.
Joining UI GreenMetric means more than submitting data. Our team provides dedicated guidance through the assessment process, helps institutions identify gaps in their sustainability performance, and offers benchmarking insights drawn from over a decade of global data. We work with you, not just for a ranking, but for lasting institutional impact. Our global network connects sustainability leaders through high-level workshops and national forums, creating spaces where evidence, policy, and practice converge. Top-performing institutions are recognized at our international and national awards ceremonies, events that carry real weight in the global academic community and signal to stakeholders, funders, and prospective students that your institution leads on sustainability. UI GreenMetric amplifies your institution's sustainability milestones through Green News, our dedicated media platform, and through Green Reads, we contribute peer-reviewed research to global academia, including publications through Springer, ensuring that the work happening on your campus reaches scholars and policymakers worldwide. Join 1745 institutions already measuring, improving, and leading. UI GreenMetric, advancing sustainability for Earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the second 2026 UI GreenMetric Regional Information Session for the UK and Europe region. We are truly delighted to have you with us today, whenever you are tuning in from. This session reflects our ongoing commitment to fostering collaboration and engagement among institutions worldwide in advancing sustainability in higher education. My name is Teddy, and I have the pleasure of serving as your Master of Ceremony for today's session. In today's session, we will share the latest updates on the UI GreenMetric Sustainable University rankings, including development in the questionnaire and upcoming activities. We are also excited to introduce a new category for the 2026 measurement cycle, governance and digitalization. In addition, this session provides a valuable opportunity for you to meet and engage directly with our chairperson and team of experts, as well as to explore strategies to enhance your university's performance in the 2026 rankings. It is my great honor to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Vishnu Juwono, SAMEI, as the chairperson of UR GreenMetric, Dr. Abelia Anggiwadani, SHUM MA, as Vice Chairperson of UR GreenMetric, our distinguished UI GreenMetric management team, and all rectors, vice rectors, president, directors, leaders, deans, and sustainability team joining us from across the UK and Europe. We are truly grateful for your presence today. Our session will be structured in three parts. First, we will begin with opening remarks from our chairperson, introducing the UI GreenMetric Sustainable University ranking and its global network. Second, we will proceed with the main presentation on the second 2026 indicators and the data submission process. Finally, we will open the floor for a Q&A session. If you have any questions, please feel free to submit them through the Q&A feature at any time during the session. Now, let us begin our session. To officially commence today's session, it is our great honor to invite the chairperson of UI GreenMetric, Dr. Vishnu Juwono, to deliver the opening remarks. Dr. Vishnu, we warmly invite you to share your remark. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ferdi, for your kind introduction. Distinguished colleagues, esteemed leaders of higher education, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a privilege to address this distinguished info session of UI GreenMetric in the United Kingdom and Western Europe. We meet today at the defining moment, not only for universities, but for humanity. According to UNESCO, global higher education enrollment has reached over 260 million students. This is not merely expansion, this is transformation. Universities today are among the most powerful institutions shaping economic systems, social mobility, and global norms. At the same time, data from the World Bank shows that tertiary enrollment across OECD and European system is among the highest globally, often exceeding 70% participation rates in some countries. And according to OECD, universities in this region contribute significantly to global research output, innovation capacity, and sustainability science. But let us be clear, we are not operating in a stable world. The latest global risk assessment, including those aligned with multilateral institutions such as International Monetary Fund, highlight that climate-related risks are no longer environmental issues alone. They are economic risks, development risk, and systematic global risk. This changed everything. Positioning universities, because in this new reality, universities cannot remain passive observers. They must become active agents of transition, not only producing knowledge, but transforming systems, not only educating students, but shaping sustainable societies. And this is precisely where we GreenMetric Sustainability University Rankings offers globally recognized framework. Established in 2010 by Universitas Indonesia, we GreenMetric has evolved into a global sustainability benchmarking platform that evaluates universities not only on academic excellence, but on their environmental responsibility. As recent participation cycles, more than 1,700 universities across over 100 countries have joined this initiative. This is not just scale, this is a global movement. What distinguishes UIGRIMetric is its methodological clarity. It assesses institutions through a multidimensional framework covering infrastructure, energy system, water and waste governance, sustainability, sustainable mobility, and the latest one is governance and digitalization. This reflects a fundamental shift from sustainability as a project to sustainability as a system. Ladies and gentlemen, the United Kingdom and Western Europe are not peripheral on this agenda. They are central. These regions hold some of the world's most influential universities, advanced climate policy ecosystem, and strong alignment with global frameworks such as Sustainable Development Goals. In many ways, this region is not only participating in sustainability, it is shaping the global standard. But leadership today requires something more. It requires collective intelligence, because sustainability is no longer about who performs best individually. It is about how effectively we collaborate across institutions, across countries, and across disciplines. GreenMetric provides that platform, a platform to benchmark progress transparently, exchange best practice globally, and build partnership to go beyond rankings. Because ultimately, rankings should not divide institutions. They should connect them. Let me conclude with this thought. The defining universities of 21st century will not be remembered solely for their academic rankings, but for their contribution to solving the greatest challenge of our time, sustainability. And that responsibility rests with all of us, in this Zoom meeting. Thank you so much. And get back to Mr. Ferdi. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vishnu, for your insightful and inspiring opening remarks. We will now move to the main part of our session. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today, Ms. Sabrina Hikmah Ramadianti, SSE. Sabrina Hikmah Ramadianti is a sustainability professional currently serving as the manager for program, partnership, and communication at UI GreenMetric, having dedicated herself to organizations in 2017. She began her journey as an international communication and analyst in sustainability, accumulating over 8 years of experience in managing global green campus standard. Her expertise is further bolstered by strategic roles within the Ministry of Education and Culture of Indonesia, where she served as the regional program coordinator for Asia for the Indonesian International Student Mobility Award, or ISMA program, in 2021 to 2022. And as assistant to the Indonesian International, or the deputy chairman of Campus Merdeka in 2022. With a foundational background in the renewable energy sector, specifically in geothermal field analysis in 2016, Sabrina brings a well-rounded and practical approach to international education diplomacy and global sustainability partnership. In today's session, she will present key updates on the UI GreenMetric Sustainable University Ranking 2026 methodology, how universities can align their initiative with global priorities, including the Sustainable Development Goals, practical strategies to further strengthen your campus sustainability performance. Ms. Sabrina, we are pleased to invite you to begin your presentation. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Verdi. Is my voice clear and audible?
Yes, it's very clear and audible, Ms. Sabrina.
Okay. Can you see my slide? Okay. Thank you, Ferdi. Hello, good morning, distinguished participants. It's a great honor and pleasure to be here at the Regional Information Session for UK and Europe today. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Sabrina. On this occasion, allow me to share information on the UI GreenMetric Sustainable University rankings, including updates on the new criteria, timeline, and opportunities for collaboration. Okay, I would like to start with what is UI GreenMetric. It is a global university ranking initiated by the Universitas Indonesia in 2010 to measure sustainability performance, unlike traditional ranking that focus solely on research and reputation. UI GreenMetric evaluates how universities manage their infrastructure, environment, and education to support sustainable practices. The goal is to raise awareness and motivate institutions to improve. And UI Grammetric also promotes data transparency and evidence-based policies. UI Grammetric empower universities to become role models and sustainable development. Okay, our vision is to be an open and respected world university ranking system and to have a sustainable impact on universities globally. We have four core mission. For sure, organizing annual ranking, encouraging the implementation of sustainable practices, providing sustainability-related services, and facilitating international partnership. This mission are more than just statement. We believe that by helping university measure and improve their sustainability efforts, we can contribute to solving global environmental challenges. Our work support the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and foster innovation at the university level. For 2026, there are 7 main criteria in calculating the sustainable university ranking, with weighting including setting and infrastructure 11%, energy and climate change 20%, water 11%, waste 17%, education and research 13%, transportation 17%, and our newest criteria, governance and digitalization at 11%. In the next slides, I will present an overview of the indicator that in the UI GreenMetric Sustainable University Ranking for 2026. In the 2026, the most significant change is the increase in category from 6 to 7, with the introducing of governance and digitalization, or we call GD. While the total score remained at 10,000, the point distribution per criteria has changed. The 2026 form will also require more supporting data for the university profile and the partnership section. Furthermore, this table shows a comparison of weightings between 2025 and 2026. There was a decrease in point across some key indicator compared to the previous year. This point were transferred to the new GD criteria to strengthen digital governance and transparency. In 2026, the weighting of the setting and infrastructure criteria was adjusted from 15% to 11%. The primary focus remained on the ratio of open space, campus vegetation, and inclusive facility for people with the disabilities, special needs, and pregnant women. However, it is important to note that the sustainability budget indicator previously in SI6 and ICT utilization previously in SI11 have been removed from this criteria and are now focused on the governance criteria. The energy and climate change criteria now carries a 20% weighting. We remain committed to prioritizing energy efficient equipment, implementing smart building technology, and increasing the use of renewable energy and on campus. The main technical change is the removal of the energy-specific ICT indicator, formerly IEC 11, with this digitalization aspect now centrally managed through the GT6 indicator. Okay, moving on the waste criteria. In 2026, our focus remained on the effectiveness of the 3R program, reduce, reuse, recycle, and how the university minimize paper and plastic use. We also assess the extent to which organic, inorganic, and toxic waste, B3, is managed responsibly. The indicator related to the use of ICT in waste management by 2025 previously included in the code WS7 has now been removed from this criteria. All aspects of digitalization are now focused in a new criteria, governance and digitalization under code GD6. In the water criteria, the assessment weighting is set at 11%. The assessment focus on the extent of water absorption area, conservation program, and the use of water-saving equipment on campus. Technically, the ICT indicator for water, formerly WR6, has been removed from this criteria and replaced with GD6. For the transportation criteria, assessment focus on reducing private vehicle use, providing shuttle services, and the availability of zero-emission vehicle and pedestrian path. As with the previous criteria, the ICT aspect related to the transportation was not removed, but rather relocated to the GD6 criteria. This aimed to focus the transportation criteria more on concrete action to reduce emission on the ground. And for the education and research criteria, now more preciously assess academic output. Key indicators include the ratio of sustainability courses, scientific publication, and the number of student-led startup. We also began monitoring the percentage of graduate employed in green job. It should be noted that this criteria purely assess academic and service aspect. Administrative indicators such as website management, sustainability report, and management units have been removed entirely to the governance and digitalization criteria. This is our news criteria. Governance and digitalization. Here we assess management commitment through the percentage of the sustainability budget, the availability of transparent financial report, and the role of management unit. The use of cutting-edge technology like AI and IoT is also a new assessment point. Our SR issues of equality through the ratio of female leader and anti-corruption system, and this criteria is the new home for all website reporting and ICT indicators. They were previously spread across various other categories. Okay, in the next section, I will present insight on the data development of the UI GreenMetric Sustainable University Ranking, including participation and progress in UK and Europe. By 2025, a total of 1,745 universities from 105 countries participated in the UI GreenMetric ranking. This is a significant increase from 2024. While Asia represented our largest participant base with 1,061 university, we also maintain a strong presence in Europe and also Latin America. Okay, distinguished participant, here is the visualization of the distribution of UI GreenMetric 2025 participants for UK and Europe. A total of 360 universities in UK and Europe participated, with Turkey ranking first with 85 participants for only in region Europe, Turkey for Europe, I think, followed by Russia with 47 and Spain with 34 university. Okay, on the next slide, I will explain what drives university to get involved in UI GreenMetric. Geometric provide a structured data-driven assessment tool to help universities measure their sustainability performance. This assessment promotes transparency, support continuous improvement, and allows universities to compare their achievement against global standard and peer institutions. Furthermore, participating in UI GreenMetric boosts global visibility and institutional reputation. By showing leadership in sustainability, university gain international recognition through ranking, publication, and global forum. As seen in Erlangen University in Indonesia and the University of Groningen in Netherlands, this visibility strengthens credibility and help attract partnerships, student, and maybe funding opportunities. Beyond feasibility, participating university gain access to a strong global network that supports collaboration and peer learning in sustainability. These connections are actively built strong major international events, such as the International Reader Sustainability Meeting in Abu Dhabi, International Workshop on UI GreenMetric 2025 in Nice, France, and our annual Result and Award Ceremony 2025 at National Chinan University, Taiwan. This gathering play a crucial role as space where best practices are shared and meaningful long-term international partnerships are formed. Okay, UI GreenMetric encourage university to integrate the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) into their core mission. The education and research criteria itself has the largest number of SDGs, with 13 points being included. UI GreenMetric is more than a ranking. It is a strategic roadmap for institutional transformation. Our framework gets you through four critical pillars, which are strategic planning, infrastructure, waste management, and education, working together to turn data-driven insight into real-world environmental impact. Moving on the next slide, I will explain the data collection process in the UI GreenMetric. Okay, the data submission period will be concluded online from February 26 to June 30, 2026. Meanwhile, the data validation period will be conducted from July to August 2026. The ranking result will be announced in September 2026, and this year, in our review process, what distinguishes our from other ranking in terms of quality control is that our reviewer are not only from University Indonesia, but also from outside Universitas Indonesia. And for the host for our annual ranking, global ranking in September, we will invite you all to join our event in Azerbaijan, Baku. We will send the invitation letter. We are excited to unveil our newly redesigned website, which offer a more intuitive and user-friendly experience. You can now access all our latest data, rankings, and even update at our new official address, uigreenmetric.com. This platform is designed to better support our global community in our shared mission for a greener future. As previously, participation in the ranking is entirely free of charge, and the data collection is conducted exclusive online. For universities that have previously participated in the UI GreenMetric ranking, the username and password remain unchanged. However, if your university is new to the UI GreenMetric ranking, you can register your university via our new website, uigreenmetric.com/register/university, or send us an email at support@uigreenmetric.com. The questionnaire layout remains larger unchanged. However, please allow me to give a brief overview for our new participants. The following show the online questionnaire in the profile section. You can also view the online questionnaire for each criteria. For the 2026 questionnaire, universities might choose to upload evidence as a PDF or via a link. And this is a template for submitting evidence. Please also refer to the guidelines to help you understand how to properly complete the evidence documentation. And the following is a display of the questionnaire when you submit your data. In this questionnaire, we also display a pop-up regarding your consent to submit your data. Okay, how are university score calculated? Its indicator has a maximum score, for example, to 200 points. The final score is calculated by multiplying the indicator point by the multiplier of your answer choices. For example, if an indicator is worth 200 points and you choose the second option with a weighting of 0.25, your automatic score is 50 point. Therefore, it's crucial to choose the option that most accurately reflects the actual condition of campus. What if two universities have the same total score? We implement a tie-breaking protocol. The energy and easy criteria score will be the prioritized first. If the score remains the same, the waste criteria score will be considered, followed by the transportation criteria score. If the three categories still produce identical score, the assessment frequency will continue to the education, infrastructure, water, and finally governance category. Okay, on the next slide, I will explain our service package information to you. Our service covers six sections, including consultation, ranking tracker, tree rating, events, global branding, and SDGs report. To access this service, we offer silver, gold, and platinum package. The silver package include one online consultation. The gold package include 2 consultation. The platinum package offer 3 consultation and additional 3 rating certificate. We are confident that this service can help your university improve its sustainability program. This package also included with the collaboration of event. We also have an SDGs report service package. The package includes comprehensive guidance for data collection and the preparation of an SDGs report book aligned with international standard. For information about our service package price, please feel free to contact us. You can contact, email, or WhatsApp. Yeah, there are 4 main benefits for university to take our package. The first one is to jointly support UI GreenMetric activity around the world, such as this event. The second, to showcase your university best practices in implementing sustainability. The third one, to promote your university to more than 1,700 universities from more than 100 countries. And the fourth one, to gain in-depth insight into university performance in UI GreenMetric as well as steps to improve it. Okay, our service has had a significant impact on many universities. Several universities have improved their sustainability score by joining our program. Additionally, certain universities have maintained their top position for over 2 years. We focus on using real data to help universities to take action. We also help build a green community on campus. With our support, university can turn their plans into meaningful change. Here are some important links to our methodology, questionnaire, and service package information on our website. Okay, kindly fill in the attendance form. You can also find the link on the chat and receive a certificate as a token of our appreciation for participants attending this information session. Okay, thank you for your attention. We are very open to any question and would be happy to discuss further partnership and collaboration opportunity with you. I will be joined by Dr. Rahmi, our Manager of Operation Data and Service Development. Okay, back to Ferdi.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Sabrina, for such a comprehensive and insightful presentation. Before we move into the Q&A session, we would like to share a short video introducing UI Greenmetric services and its global engagement. While the video is playing, we kindly invite you to prepare your question and submit them through the Q&A feature. We will be happy to address them shortly after the video concludes. Thank you for the questions you have submitted. We truly appreciate your participation. To respond to these questions, I would like to invite Ms. Sabrina back to the session. She will be joined by Dr. Rahmi, Manager of Operation Data and Service Development at UI GreenMetric, who will also assist in addressing your questions. So let's ask quickly by addressing some of the questions that have been submitted. All right, we have several questions here. So let's start with the first question from Asuncion Villa. Good morning. It's very specific question regarding the questioner, I think. The 6.18 total number of graduates for the last 3 years. At our university, the total number of graduates from the last 3 academic years is approximately 3,800 students. Since this is a large number, we would like to confirm the expected level of detail in the evidence. We would be grateful if you could clarify the following 2 points. The first, for indicator 6.18, should we report the total number of graduates from the whole university for the last 3 years, even if many of the programs are not specifically related to environmental or sustainability fields? In the sample evidence for 6.18, it seems that not all degree programs are included, but only those related to green jobs. Could you please confirm whether the evidence should include all degree programs or only those programs considered relevant to green jobs or sustainability related employment? Our university doesn't offer many highly specific as agriculture or environmental engineering, so your guidance would programs Yeah, so please to answer this question, I think, yeah, for the 6.18 indicator or sub indicator. Please, Miss Sabrina or Dr. Rahmi.
I will answer these questions. Thank you very much for your questions, Dr. Villa. For indicator 6.18, my understanding is that you should report the total number of graduates from the whole university over the last 3 years, regardless of their program or employment sector. So the guideline for 6.18 specifically says to report the total number of university graduates over the past 3 years. Yeah, regardless of the employment sector, and the evidence may be provided in the form of table or list. So yes, this should include all degree programs, not only programs related to the environment or sustainability, but the part that focuses only on graduates with green jobs belongs to indicator 6.17, which asks for the total number of graduates who obtained green jobs in the past 3 years. Then for the indicator 6.19, it calculates the percentage of comparing the number in 6.17 with the total number of graduates in 6.18. And this means that for your evidence, 6.18 should show the total graduates from the university, while the 6.17 should show the only the graduates with green jobs. So if your university doesn't offer many highly specific programs such as agriculture or environmental engineering, that is perfectly fine. What matters is that 6.18 reflects your full graduate populations, and 6.17 reflects the subset of graduates who entered green jobs. I hope it answered your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rami, for the answer. Miss Sabrina, do you have something to add?
I think Dr. Rahmi has answered clearly and complete. You can move to the next question.
Okay, thank you. I think we have also a following question from Dr. Villa. Two more questions, I think. Oh no, this is the second question. Could you please clarify whether for this requirement, we may submit our university code of conduct or whether it is specifically refers to a research ethics code?
Okay, so this is about the research of research ethics code, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, thank you for your questions, Dr. Villa. For this requirement, you may submit your university's code of conduct or code of ethics, as long as it clearly applies to university leaders, academic staff, and administrative staffs and students. If you see the guidelines in our website, you can carefully read those guidelines. The guideline describe that this indicator as a written code of ethics that applies to all those groups, and the evidence may include official documents, regulations, and institutional policies. So it doesn't appear to refer only to a research ethics code. Research ethics code may support your submissions, but for these indicators, the main point is whether your university has institutional written code that covers the wider university community. So yes, I think I hope that answer your questions.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rami, for the answer. I think we move to another question from anonymous attendee. I think are AI tools used to assist the answer? I think the evidence or the answer regarding the questionnaire.
I can answer these questions. So yes, thank you for your questions. So what the guideline does say is that the evidence is reviewed by assessor. We have a lot of assessors in UI GreenMetric team, including the management, the expert members, and the total of more than 50 reviewers. So from the guideline, the review process appears to involve human assessment. It does specifically state that AI tools are used to to access the answers, but we like annually we review those submissions manually involve the human assessment. So no, I hope that answer your questions.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rami, for the answer. Okay, let's move to the other questions from the same anonymous attendee. If a university participates in the ranking 1 year, but decides to not to the following year, but decides not to the following year, does it stop appearing in the ranking in the next year? Or will it continue to appear, but with the score from the previous year?
Okay, thank you for the questions. So if a university doesn't participate in the following year, it will not continue in the ranking with the previous year's score. So UI GreenMetric described this as an annual ranking that states that universities need to submit data for the 2026 cycle. And university that joined before will be invited to participate again, which suggests that participations and scoring are based on the new submissions each year, not on carrying forward an old score. So if a university skips a year, it will generally not appear in that year's ranking unless it submits data for that cycle. So yes, I hope it answers your questions.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ravi. And I think for the next question from Dr. Anna is related to a specific program within UI GreenMetric. So is the GreenMetric event in Poznan, I think this is a place in Poland, still scheduled for 2026? I think it's very good to be answered from Miss Sabrina. Is there anything about UI GreenMetric program will be held in Poland or across Europe, Miss Sabrina?
Okay, usually in previous years there has been international workshops such as the held in Nice, France, and yes, there will be an event again this year. It's planned to be held on August 24 until 27, and the host will be Birkenfeld, Germany. So please stay tuned with the invitation and all detail program. We will send the invitation and call for paper, and we are invite you all our member UI Grammatic.
Okay, thank you, Miss Sabrina. I think let's move to other questions from Dr. Baidarov. Their GreenMetric committee, would it be acceptable if the documents we upload are in our national language?
The evidence will be the national language. Do you mean like? Yeah, I think the description field must be filled out in English. However, if you have supporting documents such as decrees, invoices, or evidence like Grab in Spanish, maybe you may still attach them. But please ensure that the description used to strengthen your answer remain in English. Do you want to add, Dr. Rahmi?
Yes. Thank you for the question. So yes, you may upload the document. In the guideline, you can upload the document in your national language, but all descriptions must be written in English, as Ms. Sabrina said that if the original document is not in English, you should also provide an English translations for that. I hope that answer your questions.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ami. Let's move to the other question from Dr. Luigi. Good morning. Regarding question about waste volumes in Italy, particularly in Rome, we rely on a public service called A&A. This company doesn't provide volume quantities related to individual users. For toxic waste, we have forms to fill out and data available, but for so-called common waste, we don't have data available. Last year, we include this information in evidence, but it was not positively evaluated. How is it possible to proceed? Thank you very much. So it's regarding the waste management data or waste volumes data.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you very much for the questions, Dr. Luigi. For the questions about the waste volumes when the public service doesn't provide user level data, you can see more at our guideline. It said that the guideline requires universities to report the total volume of organic, inorganic, and toxic waste, and evidence is required for those items. It also allows evidence such as waste management reports, contracts with service providers, and related documents. So if the exact quantities for common waste are not available from the public service, the safest approach would be to provide the strongest official supporting evidence you do have, such as contracts, official statements, collection records, internal estimates with the clear methods, and then explanations of the local limitations. And still, because the guideline does require volume data, if no measurable quantity is available, this may affect the score for that item. Yeah, I hope that answer your questions, Dr. Luigi.
All right, thank you, Dr. Rami. I think we have three last question here. The next question, I think it's about landscape layout from anonymous attendee. I would like to ask if we are allowed to use a landscape layout instead of the portrait format shown in your template. Additionally, are there any marks allocated specifically for formatting?
Okay, for the landscape versus portrait layout and formatting marks. All evidence should follow the template provided by UI GreenMetric, but it doesn't specifically state that portrait format is mandatory, and it doesn't mention separate marks for formatting alone. What is clearly emphasized in here is that the evidence must be complete, clear, and supported by a clear quantitative explanations. So yes, it doesn't specifically state that portrait format is mandatory, but it doesn't mention the separate marks for formatting alone. So I hope that answer your questions.
May I add?
Sure.
Maybe regarding area, you may choose to report only the main campus area or the entire university, including all distributed building across the city. Both approaches are acceptable. However, it is very important to ensure that your approaches is consistent across all indicator in the questionnaire. Whichever scope you select, please apply it uniformly to all data and evidence submitted, so your results remain accurate and comparable. Maybe my additional.
Thank you, Dr. Rami and Ms. Sabrina, for the answer. I think we have also related question according campus or multiple campus, like let's say by Miss Sarbina from anonymous attendee. The question is, for universities with multiple campuses across different locations, will the answer to the question be provided based on the data aggregated from all campuses? Should the evidence file be submitted separately for each campus? And if there is one main campus and approximately 10 smaller campuses at different locations, can the process be conducted solely through the main campus?
Okay. Thank you for your questions. Yes, for universities with multiple campuses, the answer should be based on the data that is consistently applied across all listed campuses, not only the main campus. And if you look up at our guideline, it says that if more than one campus site is reported, all relevant data must be consistently applied across all listed campuses for the related indicators. And for the evidence, the guideline doesn't specifically say that you must submit a completely separate file for each campus. However, your evidence should clearly show the campus locations, area size, and the distributions of relevant facilities. For example, through campus maps, master plans, tables, or other supporting documents. So if you have one main campus and around 10 smaller campuses, it will not be appropriate to report only the main campus if the university operates across all those locations. So the submission should reflect the university's full academic footprint with evidence presented clearly and consistently. I hope that answers your questions.
All right. I think the next question is very interesting because specifically mentioned about the ICT. Good morning. Can you please explain how question 7.12 on ACT differentiates from the ACT questions that were in its section last year? And can we reuse evidence from these questions? Thank you.
Okay, so
Yes, I think it's regarding the ICT and the new category.
Okay.
Dr. Amy, do you have
Sure,
the
sure.
answer?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for the questions about 7.12 on ICT and whether previous evidence can be reused. In 2026, ICT is placed under the new governance and digitalizations category as use of ICT for sustainability program planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluations. And the guideline also notes that earlier ICT-related indicators were introduced in previous years, while in 2026, the framework now groups this more clearly under governance and digitalizations category. So yes, you may reuse earlier evidence if it's still relevant, but it should be updated and clearly aligned with the new 2026 indicators wording and current evidence requirement. I hope that answers your questions. If Ms. Sabrina wants to add, please.
Okay. I think your answer, Dr. Rahmi, regarding the evidence, you may reuse relevant material from last focus on questions 12, ensuring it clearly demonstrates the role of ICT in supporting sustainability across different area. Yeah. ICT is designed to provide a more integrated and a comprehensive view of ICT implementation across the university, rather than addressing ICT aspect separately within each section as in previous year. It aims to capture how ICT supports sustainability efforts in a more holistic way.
Okay. Thank you for the answer. Thank you for the questions. Yes, thank you for the questions. About 7.12 on ICT and whether previous evidence can be reused. In 2026, ICT is placed under the new governance and digitalizations category as use of ICT for sustainability program planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluations. And the guideline also notes that earlier ICT-related indicators were introduced in previous years, while in 2026, the framework now
All right. I think that is the last question that we have for today's session. So thank you once again to all participants for your active engagement, and especially to our speaker, Ms. Sabrina, and also our joint responder for Q&A session, Dr. Rahmi, for the valuable insights shared today. As a quick reminder, the data submission period for the UI GreenMetric Sustainable University Ranking 2026 is currently open and will run from 26 February to 30 June 2026. For institutions participating for the first time, please do not hesitate to reach out to us via email. Should you have any question or require further information, kindly direct your inquiries to our appropriate contacts. For any inquiries related to questionnaire, technical support, and data submission, you may contact us at support@uigreenmetric.com. For visit, collaboration opportunities, services, partnerships, and other external affairs, please reach us at partnership@uigreenmetric.com. Using the appropriate contact channel will help us respond to your inquiries more efficiently and accurately. You may also visit our official website at greenmetric.com. For universities looking to further enhance their performance, we also offer the UI GreenMetric consultation package, a tailored support service designed to assist campuses in implementing practical sustainability strategies based on our 7 criteria. We warmly invite your institution to take part in this initiative and collaborate with our team of experts. Before we conclude, we kindly ask you to scan the QR code displayed on our screen now to confirm your attendance and also receive your e-certificate and presentation slides in PDF format as a token of our appreciation. You may also stay connected with us through our social media channels accessible via the same QR code. We hope today's session has inspired your institution to continue advancing toward a greener, smarter, and more sustainable campus. Thank you for your participation. We look forward to welcoming you in the UI GreenMetric Sustainable University Ranking 2026.